family drive you crazy? A family member, maybe even it's somebody else in your circle. Well, I know sometimes that can happen and we may not want to be around them, but we are forced to be around them, whether we're working with them, attending an event, and it's always best to have some sort of practice, some sort of self-reflection to help us through these tougher moments. And the best thing to do is actually to acknowledge again that you want to see the beauty in everybody. There's always a plus side. And so even though you might be thinking some awful thoughts about that crazy uncle or aunt or that person at work, but it's really better to come from a place of positivity. And so a lot of times it's really best to know that you're entering that situation and to acknowledge that there is greatness within them. You just have to find it. And at least just having that moment of acknowledging what you're about to walk into and that there is a solution will help. And as you try to find that trait or something about them that they must be great for, that's already helping your process. It's already changing the way your mind thinks. And so what you want to do is make sure as you walk into your situation that you're going to hold your fire. You're not going to be ready to react and maybe say something that you wish you didn't. And that's oftentimes that happens at holiday situations, family gatherings, where there is a lot of tension in the air. So you want to visualize already that you're going to be in a room with them. You're going to have an interaction with them, and that you want to cease fire. You want to bite your tongue. You don't want to say the wrong thing. So you're going to think about something positive about them. Another great exercise is to cultivate the opposite thought. If you have a thought that might come from a negative place, maybe somebody's irritating you with the way they talk or the way they chew or the way they smell, try and go to another place. Like, they are so kind because they do this, or maybe I love how they have a beautiful family together, or I love that they've been loyal to our family or loyal at work, or whatever it is. Find a positive. So always just try and think of something to come back to your negative thought with, to turn it around. I know it's not going to solve anything, but just being mindful that you tense up in that situation and that you can actually be upset or negative, just making note of that is going to help. So what we're going to do is we're going to follow this with a mindful meditation. We're going to think about the people in our life that we may have this feeling towards, or maybe there's an event that we'll be attending and we have that anxious feeling coming up. And that way we can try and calm down our nerves, calm down our heart, and come from a different place. Thank you so much, and I hope this helps you as much as it helps me. Thank you. Thank you for joining me for this self-guided meditation on crazies and our family and all of that. For this, what we're going to do before we attend our event is to prepare ourselves to know that we're not going to react. And the best way to do that is to sit in a space. If you'd like to close your eyes, you can. It does not have to be a formal meditation for this. What we're going to do is close our eyes. We're going to envision this family event, the function you're about to attend. You just need a moment to really just take in where you're going to be going, what you're going to be doing, so you're not surprised. You know already what to expect. And so as we close our eyes, we're going to envision our dear family member, the ones that maybe push our buttons. We're going to think about them. We're going to think about something special about them that brings us happiness and joy, something we admire about them. We're not going to think about the negativity or how they make us feel or what they might bring our way. Instead, we're going to focus on what's positive about them. So if it's an uncle, if it's an aunt, if it's a mother or a father or a sibling or a cousin, you're going to envision this person. This can also be somebody that's not related to you, that has a way of triggering you. Now we're going to envision them. We're going to think about something we admire about them. Maybe they have a great sense of humor. Even though maybe they poke jokes about every situation, everybody, maybe It's actually a gift to find humor. Maybe it's somebody who is so busy with their children, with their life, but let's admire them for that. Let's admire them for their beautiful family, for being the parent that they are, and all the responsibilities that come with it. Let's think about them. And go on with your list, but find something that you really admire about them. Take a deep breath. Maybe even take 2 or 3 deep breaths. And when you're done, just settle yourself. Know what to expect before you leave your house so you're not surprised by it. I hope this helps. It helps me just center before I enter situations that might trigger certain feelings or reactions. So I hope this helps you. Thank you so much.